I need a better place to put my microphone. Also, my motorcycle is completely covered in pollen. So a couple people asked me why I chose a Yamaha Bolt over, I guess, the sort of more obvious choice, which is the Harley Sportster or the Iron 883. And to be quite honest, the only real answer I have to that question is that it's different. I have nothing but respect for Harley-Davidson as a company and the product they put out, but I think I was drawn to the Yamaha Bolt because it wasn't a Harley. It was something that was just different. Yeah, it was very much pointed at being a competitor for the Iron 83 specifically. I mean, side by side, they're almost identical bikes, and I mean, some people would go as far as to say that the Bolt is a clone, or you know, a poser bike. But I don't know. I think it's a fantastic alternative to basically a kind of oversaturated market, because I mean, let's face it, how many Harley-Davidsons do you see in the road during the summer? Like, out of all the motorcycles on the road, how many are Harleys? Like, what, 3/4 of all at least, alright, let's just be more specific, more cruisers. So 3/4 of all cruisers are basically Harleys, and black Harleys at that. Yeah, it's fine. I like Harleys, and I know Sons of Anarchy kind of pushed that popularity even more. So I'm sure sales went way high when that show became really popular a couple of years ago, when it was really kind of getting traction. And I think there's a Harley behind me right now, actually. And I don't know. I like Harleys. I wanted something different. I like doing things that are a little different. He'll probably come up next to me, actually. So yeah, I don't know. I'm a unique kind of guy. I like doing things different. Nice bike.
Thanks. Good.
Yamaha Bolt. The Bolt, Yamaha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Looks good though. Seems like a nice guy. See, what happens is Harley riders take a look at my bike, and for a split second they realize it's not a Harley. It's like, wait, that's not an Iron 83, or that's not a Sportster. And then they have this moment of realization, like, oh no, is it a poser bike trying to be a Harley? I'm like, no, it's just a competitor. that happens to look very similar. Granted, I think once I finally strip down this stock setup and make it my own, I think I might get a little less, I don't know, shit about it. Just the other day, I was at a stoplight, and a tractor trailer driver popped his head out at me while I was on the bike and said, "Is that the Bolt?" I'm like, "Actually, yeah, it is." He's like, "That's pretty cool looking," which was pretty cool, but very surprising. But I think now that the 2015 models are all out and the C-spec models are around, I've actually been seeing more on the road, which is cool. But I mean, it's a fraction of a percentage of the Harleys that are on the road. Oh, screw that. I'm going this way. Oh, and another thing, when people talk about, you know, make sure to get a bigger bike, because after a couple of years you're going to want something bigger. I honestly don't know if I'm going to want to. I mean, this is a 950cc. It's got plenty of power, plenty of torque. Of course, I'm also coming from my 500cc GS500 Suzuki before this, so obviously this was a bit of a change for me. But yeah, I don't know. I know the bigger Harleys that are like 103 cubic inch engines, you know, the 1800cc, the big boys. For the most part, when you're moving around on them, it's not too bad, just because they do have a very low center of balance and gravity, so it doesn't feel like a heavy bike. But at, you know, doing stop and go stuff like this and parking lots and small slow maneuvers, yeah, it's gonna feel like a heavy bike. And if you drop a 800 plus pound bike, good luck picking that up. This is well, I think 530 pounds wet weight. Yeah, if this falls over, I could, you know, tip it back up right without killing myself or needing a buddy. So yeah, I don't want to be left in a position where I dump the bike and guess what? I'm SOL until some bystander or buddy can help me come and pick the thing up, just because it's gonna make me drop a nut just picking it off the ground. Nope, there's the wife.